So I've got Kesina Omoniho from Oxford, UK, onboarding specialist with Barclays Bank. Welcome, welcome. Happy to have you here. Kola Omotayo from Mansfield in the UK. Modu Cham joining from Bahrain and working as a health and safety engineer. Welcome. Fred Abeka from Romford. Welcome. Happy to have you here. Afizat Muritala from Hinkley. Happy to have you here. Right. So I see some familiar names that were also in the session we had yesterday. Welcome to everyone once again. So I think we have just 1 minute to do the welcomes and to also get more people to join before we proceed to what we have in stock today. Right, so we've got Olujimi from Manchester. My name is Rukayat and I'm happy to have you all here. I'm the CEO of RKY Careers, and at RKY Careers, we are a multi-award winning company, edtech company, right, that empower international students, professionals to excel in their careers by acquiring in-demand skills in tech across project management, business analysis, data analysis, products management, Scrum Master, and so much more. Right, so our bootcamps are practical experience focused, which is why we are here today. This product demo is also an innovative initiative that we started, was it early 2024 or late 2023? I can't remember, because guess what? At RKY Careers, we are actually open to showing the whole world what happens during the project phase of our bootcamps. So these our bootcamps have been very impactful in the lives of people, and in the last couple of years, in 2024, we had over 1,500 success stories of students, right, who were hired into their desired jobs, right, through these bootcamps, through practical work experience, which is what is valued in this space. In addition to, wanting to showcase what we do as well, our students also get the opportunity to showcase their work, what they actually worked on morning, nights, and, all the times they have their meetings, right? We understand, the unique challenges of, not having practical work experience, or of being an immigrant, or, being somebody from the minority ethnic group in the global space. Right. So we are also like I said, we are an award-winning company. We've had lots of awards, right, from 2022 down to 2024, right, from being the best ed tech and career coaching company to being top 25 changing or driving diversity and inclusion, right. We are well recognized for the work we do. This is a little bit about me as well, and I'm sure most of us already know me. I'm also a multi-award winning entrepreneur. I'm the CEO of RKY Careers of Apply Body. I'm the founder of the Immigrants Founders Network and so many other initiatives. And basically, all my initiatives are focused at supporting, the minority, ethnic, communities, immigrants, those who are struggling to navigate the job market, navigate the successful business, and all of that. I'm also an official member of the Forbes Coaches Council. This is a council of, top coaches from different parts of the world, right, whose articles, right, are featured on Forbes from time to time. Right. So how do we help people how do we enhance diversity and inclusion in the corporate space in tech and globally? Through our bootcamps, from data analysis and business intelligence to project management, business analysis, Microsoft Excel and PowerPoint, Scrum Master, product owner, and digital marketing. In the next couple of months, we'll also be launching more courses, so stay tuned. And we also have standalone services, from CV optimization to career advisory services, interview preparation, LinkedIn optimization, professional portfolio, and business coaching services. Right. So we also have our IT company, which is where our students get the projects they work on from. And this is under RKY Digital Solutions. Right. So we have website development, IT consulting, IT training, change management, and the likes. Right. So let's talk about our work experience lab, which you can either gain through our Tech Accelerator programs or our bootcamps. Right. So we emphasize the value of practical work experience. Right. So even beyond even people that want to transition, having experience using tech skills, tech tools is very significant and important if you are looking to thrive. I mean, we can see how the world is moving. The last couple of weeks, we've had the introduction of new artificial intelligence tools out there in the market, and those, I mean, some people, there's just too much information out there that if you're not careful, if you're not really following trends, it's very easy to get lost in the world of tech, right? So what we do at RKY Careers is to equip, people with not just the theoretical knowledge, but the practical experience applying these tech tools, working on tech projects as well. How to gain practical work experience through our accelerator program. In this program, right, you get to join a project from start to finish, and also in our bootcamp where you also get to learn and also gain experience after the learning. We are also accredited. We are not just a side also looking to gain extra cash by training people. We are an accredited company, right? So we are CPD accredited in the UK. We are listed on the UK government's website as a registered provider, learning provider. We are also accredited by ACTD in the USA. So that means that the way we do our things, the way we train, our delivery methods, as well as our trainers pass through a process of vetting, right? And we met with the standard. So talking about the Tech Accelerator program, the next Tech Accelerator program is 1st of March, right? So if you're one of those who have done trainings, who have been learning on your own, or you just want to get your hand on an extra project from within the space of project management or business analysis or product management or Scrum Master or product owner, you have an opportunity to join our Tech Accelerator program. This is a shorter program. It's not as long as the full bootcamp because you won't be going through the theoretical or learning phase, because we understand that you probably are certified. Because guess what? It's not just about certification. We have a lot of people who are certified but are still struggling to get a job because, they do not have work experience. Another thing that makes us stand out is the support we provide. So in addition to getting this practical work experience, we would also support you by optimizing your LinkedIn, optimizing your CV, positioning you, and the work experience you gain also go on your CV, which also help you to get to showcase that you have UK work experience. And we also help you with everything related to branding, knowing how to position yourself in the job market. So this is what happens during the Tech Accelerator program, right? Or the work experience phase of our bootcamp. So the first week is always the onboarding, right? Projects, that's the learning phase of the bootcamp. And then the first week you get your onboarding code of conduct, you get your teams, you get your mandates for your projects, and then you go straight from there down to project handover, right? And I'm not going to talk too much about this. I'm sure each of the presenters today that want to showcase their products would tell us also how their experience has been. Right. So here are a couple of industries. Okay, I think this is related to data analysis only. So in RKY Careers as well, we also, like I said, we don't just teach it, but we ensure that you use tech tools as well. A lot of people struggle with it, I must say, because you see a lot of people that when you tell them, okay, we're moving to Basecamp for projects, people just want to go back to like maybe the easiest way of doing things, which is like WhatsApp. But guess what? In the workplace, WhatsApp is not what is going to be used, right? When you want to communicate with your colleagues, you need to get used to using Basecamp or Trello or Asana, whichever one your company is using. You need to get used to leveraging collaborative tools or project management tools. Right. So here are a few projects that our students have worked on. Most of them are Cleanse projects. I'm sure we are all familiar with ApplyBody. It's also a product that is in the market at the moment. It's a product where that our students build that help people apply to jobs. We also have the Biz packaging. This is an e-commerce website. We've got very good feedback from the clients after the launch of these products. This was built from start to finish by our students. We also have the ASF packaging solutions. This is also an e-commerce platform or solution that was built by our students from start to finish. So at RKY Careers, when we say real work experience, we mean it to the T. Right. So here are others. We have the RKY HR portal, we have the Girard Healthcare Consulting Company, and we also have the Techie Lancer. So today we have some products to showcase to you. We have the Limitless and Thriving podcast. We've got the RKY Careers backup websites, and we've also got LSG education websites. So these are products that will be showcased to you today. So are we ready, guys? Can we get, can I get a reaction from people? Are we ready to hear from our students today? Or from our graduated students or techies, the techies we have in the house today? Right. So Babafemi, you've got your hand up. Thank you for the reaction. Thank you for that. Right. So great to be here. I'm looking forward to it. So I'm sure we've got a lot packed for you today. All right, so I'm going to be calling on my speakers. Like I said, today is not a rookie show. It's not just going to be me. You're going to hear from, the horse's mouths. So Oluwakemi Dairo presenting for Project Explore LSG Education. If you are here, please, it's time to take the stage. Oluwakemi, are you there? Oluwakemi. Oh, she says she's speaking. We can't really hear you. Probably you need to leave and come back again. And feel free to share your screen as well. Right. So while we are waiting for Oluwakemi, we would have to welcome Babafemi Onogbeson, who will be speaking about the Limitless and Thriving podcast representing Project Prime. Babafemi, are you there? Can you guys even hear me?
Yes. Oh. So good afternoon, everyone. So it's Project Beta that I will be speaking for.
Right, Project Beta.
Yes, I'm very much available and almost ready to go.
Great, we are looking forward to it. So please feel free to share your screen. But while we're waiting for him, guys, how are we today? We really how are we today? I hope we're not as cold as the weather here in the UK. I think we have some people joining us from Bahrain. Do we have anybody here from Nigeria? Babafemi, are you sharing your screen?
Okay, I thought we were waiting for Kemi to start, right?
No, I said you should go on. Kemi needs to leave. Oh, is Kemi here? Is Kemi back?
Oh.
Yeah, I wanted you to go first.
Okay,
Hi, Priscilla, joining from Accra, Ghana. Nice to have you here. Thank you for representing Africa. So, Babafemi, if you are ready, please, you can go straight. Okay. We've got Ene as well from Nigeria. Thank you for joining us, Ene from Nigeria. Beautiful. Do we have any other continents represented here today? Bahrain would be like Middle East, right?
So I will be including sound in my presentation just because part of the demo includes a file that has audio. So it's important that everyone gets to listen to what I'm presenting as well.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, Bahrain is next to Saudi. I know a lot of people that live in Saudi, and they go to Bahrain from time to time.
Okay, so just to confirm, can everyone see my screen?
I can see your beautiful screen.
I don't know if anyone else can. I just want to be sure that everyone can. It's important that the oncoming or incoming students also see what I'm trying to show, what we did with the values that we enjoyed from RKY. So it's key that they pick one or two things up to facilitate their decisions. All right. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Baba Femi Onogbeson. I currently work with Barclays, and I'm presenting for Project Beta. So what we have done as a team is we have designed a product which is a podcast website. So as you can see, our team was towards the end of 2024, and it's a team that has 9 members that we worked together to come up with this MVP. So pretty much, this is like a screenshot of what each member's role was on the team. Even though I make bold to say that these roles were just documentation purpose role. Every member on this team brought on their A game. There was one idea there was one or pretty much plenty ideas that people brought on board with, the able support of the RKY team. So just to say that it's a teamwork, the collaboration was top notch, and we're able to come up with that product. Okay, so I'll just give a brief of exactly what we tried out, and I'm going to be really fast with it. So as we may know already that RKY is in the business of making lives. That's the best way I can describe it. When I say making lives includes giving you the best of livelihood through career advancement in whatever route or way you choose, to go about your dreams. But it's important to also mention that they are very well, not so skilled, but they are very versatile, and with a hands-on establishment in the tech space. So because they deliver value in terms of learning around tech topics and discussion and all of that, so they found it important that there has to be a means to deliver learning and knowledge, within the tech space to numerous students, tech enthusiasts, people that want to cut over from their existing careers to tech related career. So they came up with this initiative to have a website podcast website where knowledge can be shared around anything tech related, which I think is a brilliant initiative. So as Project Beta, our job or our task is to design this podcast website for RKY careers, and it's titled Limitless and Learning.
Limitless and Thriving podcast.
Limitless and Thriving. So sorry about that. So the website is to make sure that, like I said earlier, learning is delivered, knowledge is delivered, and further to that, RKY has come of age in their chosen business, and they think that they believe it is time to establish that status as a leading career development outfit. So this is one of the purposes of the website as well. And then we have to be sure that the website is very user friendly, it's easy to navigate, it's compatible across all browsers, and devices are able to as well use it. Pretty much just deliver a podcast website that everyone who is interested in tech, either an existing tech person or a cut over tech person, or someone who is still trying to make up their minds whether they want to cut over to tech or not, this website is what you need. And this is exactly what we have brought today. It's called a limitless and thriving podcast website. So our 9-man team, project beta team, what did we do when we got the mandate? Immediately we got to work. We defined the scope of the project. We defined the objective clearly, which was given to us, and which we fleshed up, and we started working on the website immediately. So what did we do first? We defined the users of the platform. We identify the users, and pretty much, just typically the way it is, if you go to market with a product, there has to be people that produce the product, and there will be people that consume the product. So it happens the same way here. We have the producers of the product, and we have the consumers, and these are the users. The producers are the guys that will come up with the content, load it onto the website, make sure that it's usable, it meets the requirements of the users. And of course, the consumers are the guys that are going to play, listen, learn, ask questions, interact, and all of that. So that's the target market definition for this product. So as well, we went out again. We now did the research to understand the user needs, right? What their preferences were, their behavior, pretty much, just to be sure that whatever product we're coming up with is able to deliver, very sweet user experience. It gives them the options to be able to navigate and select, according to their preferences. Just to, and a website that will encourage engagement, and at the same time we'll be able to retain many of the users. So this is like a snapshot of the user stories that we pulled up after our research. We were able to collate and articulated all the stories, and of course with that we designed a prototype for the website. This is sort of what the website, the product that we started with looks like from the beginning. We use the tools. I have to say here that everything that we did on this product would never have happened without the support of RKY's very grounded tutors. Shout out to Saeed, shout out to Demi, Biola. These guys are RKY guys. I don't know where RKY found these guys from. These guys are fantastic guys. Every step of the way they handhold you, and all that. I'll still come to that, but let me show you what we were able to achieve first. So, of course, when we defined the project and everything we wanted to do, ClickUp was the tool that was recommended. So we signed up, and we used ClickUp to load all our. We divided the project into tasks, which we loaded into sprints. Of course, with guidance and teaching that we learned from class. And this is what our sprint pages look like. And then we also define our backlogs in line with the progress of the project. Everything, and we update this from time to time based on our discussions at our ceremonies, which include the sprint meeting that we're having, daily with the teams. And of course, they gave us one fantastic young guy, developer, super guy. That guy is on point. So then, of course, we're measuring our progress. This is description of how we measured our progress through the sprint from start to finish. And then, of course, I have to say that we had a bit of challenges and risk and everything, but then, it's common, something that you are doing for maybe a first time, or you're having like a first hands-on experience of, and these are one of the challenge that we had, which major of which is the fact that we were not so used to the tool. Of course, we learned it. Shout out to Darren for that, and Saeed again. She showed us how to navigate, the tool, how to use it to achieve what we want to achieve, and that was very, very, very useful. And we made some mistakes from the start. Of course, we retraced our steps and we did the right thing. And every step of the way, we always run back to them to show them what we have done, and they give the right guidance. And of course, the lessons are there as well. One of the lessons we learned was that we put the cart before the horse. So it affected our time limit, but we were able to quickly correct that. Shout out to Darren again. He came through, and we did the right thing. We moved ahead, and this is the screenshot of the website. I'm going to be showing you the website very, very shortly, and of course, we had some embedded links in the website as well. I will show you this also, while I just quickly show you exactly what we came up with at the end of the entire project. Okay, so this is the project link. Sorry, this is the website link. I don't know if anyone has a device. If you have your devices with you, just take down this link so that as I'm showing you, you can be playing with it, navigate it, and see exactly what we're able to achieve, thanks to RKY. Okay, so that's that. Please permit me to quickly exit this presentation and run over to the website. Yes, sir. Please confirm if you can still see my screen.
Yes, we can.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so this is the website, and this is live, right? This is what we were able to come up with. Guys, please, if you cannot see anything, if there's something that's not clear, you can just quickly shout out. I'm going to run through it very quickly. This is the landing page. Once you pop in the website address, this is a landing page for Limitless and Thriving, the podcast website that we were able to develop thanks to RKY Careers and their fantastic tutors. So here, this is the first page. We have some call to action buttons. We call them call to action buttons because from this page, you can literally do a lot, you can do a lot. So there's a main call to action button, which takes you to, the key pages that has the content. And then there's a secondary action button as well that takes you to other pages that has to do with interaction on this website. So just to quickly chip in that this website serves a lot of purposes apart from sharing learning materials in terms of in a way of by way of content. It also has a community aspect to it where you can meet fantastic guys that have like minds like yourselves. If you're a tech enthusiast, and this is where you see this community tab here. That's the purpose, so I'll just quickly go through this so you can see exactly what we're able to do. So from here, home page, discussions of key interest, and if you can observe, it's all about tech. There are lots of them. And of course, the madam is there, the brain behind the whole thing. There's a screenshot of her profile there for first-time visitors who wants to come on the website. You see the beautiful face, captivates you. Then once you click more, you want to know more about her. Please forgive my website, my network. So this tells you about the brain behind this whole initiative. So I'm going to jump back to the home page very quickly. So if you scroll further down a little bit, this is become a guest. Of course, the guest function is if you like to, just like I said, it's an all-round learning product. It's an all-round knowledge sharing product, community engagement product, this website, so It has a provision to welcome people that want to speak, that want to share ideas, journeys, experiences, how they transition successfully, and all of that, just to encourage, upcoming and other tech enthusiasts. So if you want to become a guest, you come here, you come on the website. There's a form that you can fill out. And then there are benefits of becoming a guest where you can share your stories. Then if you want to apply, you pop up in your details there. And once you submit, it sends it to your email, right? So allow me to just really jump back to the home page. I'm moving very fast. I think I'm constrained with time. Then we have categories of discussions, and don't forget that there are a lot of benefits to wanting to be in the tech space, just like RKY always guided. Everybody has personal reasons why you want to transition into tech. So if you have your business, there's no reason you want to have in this life. You will find it on this website. Is it because you want visa sponsorship? Is it because you want to set up your own tech business? Is it because you want to climb the ladder, at your office space, or you want to join one huge tech company, tech talks? If you're a woman in tech, you are very interested, you feel that it's a space that's very constrained for women. There are things that speaks to women in tech as well, like they say, women in tech breaking the code and all of that. It's a loaded website. And the reasons why you should listen, you see it all here, right? So just click on any of this, takes it. And then of course we have guest panel. These are the guys that come, the people that are like anchor, they anchor the show. Of course, you'll be seeing Rookie here, pretty much, I believe, because this is what she does with her eyes closed. So then we have testimonials of people that have benefited from the services. And at the bottom of the video right there, you see there's a place where you can pop in details for if you want to subscribe to the website, where you can get newsletters from time to time. So pretty much that's what it's about. I'll just show you the episodes tab. If you go to episodes, this is where you have the main thing. This is where it's going on. So because we said that this product has to be compatible across all websites, it has to be compatible with your devices. As you can see, it has. If you're a Spotify person, you just click on Spotify here. It takes you to the Spotify's page, and of course you are able to. It joins up with your Spotify profile, and then you're able to listen to whatever. But I don't have Spotify, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go back. As you can see now, so that it takes you back there. Sorry. So that's what Spotify. Okay. So if you see YouTube one, if you click on YouTube, it takes you to YouTube as well. Just like I said earlier, these are external links. You're able to just to access the content that's available on the podcast website. So this takes you to YouTube as well, and you can see Rookie doing a thing there. Then if it's an Apple person, you are. It's also here for you, right? So that's for the episode, and then about us. This speaks to exactly what it's about. As I showed you earlier, the person behind it, the idea, the initiative, what gave birth to it is there. And to become a guest, you want to come and share your experiences. These are all the benefits, the information that you need, how to get the form is also there. Pop in your details, you click on apply now, it sends you an email to whatever email you provide here. And then there's a community that brings everybody together, and from this community. Interesting to also mention that just like Rookie said earlier, he said this apply body that's like your partner in job application, Immigrant Founders Network, which I believe she's also a key, member of. And then, of course, the key one, which is the RKY Careers. It takes you to RKY Careers, all linked together in this same podcast website. So this is the one for the RKY Careers. You can access it directly from the website. If it's the apply body, you want support with your resume, click on apply body. It takes you here straight. And then if it's the Immigrant Network you want to be part of, visit website, it takes you there straight. And pretty much that's what we have. So this is what it looks like. I'm just going to encourage everyone. You can go on this website, see what we've done, and just to quickly also show that it's compatible with all devices is how we were able to know. So to know what device you are using, Yeah. Okay, so this is the view of the website. If you are using a Galaxy A1, so these are all the kind of devices, as you can see. If you're an Apple person, if you're the Pro Max, this is how it will look on your phone. If you're using an iPad, for instance, this is going to look on your iPad, just to show that this website is compatible with, different devices, which is part of the objectives of the product. So pretty much this is what we have. I don't know if anyone wants to ask one or two things. And of course, the social media people, without forgetting, there's a LinkedIn, there's a Twitter, Facebook, and of course the Instagram. Everything links up together beautifully well. And I have to say that this has been made possible by Project Beta with the able support of the RKY team.
Thank you so much, Baba Femi. Very detailed. Thanks for the very detailed showcase of your products. I mean, you're really passionate about it. You actually even took us through all the nooks and cranny of the website, right? So thank you so much for that. So guys, What do you think? Let's celebrate him. It's not easy. Some people came to the boot camp without, skill sets in presenting, or they don't just enjoy it, or they can't face a crowd. But one of the things we ensure that, people are able to take away from it is not just the technical skills, but also the soft skills. There's no way you will build a product as, very detailed as this, that you have to do it alone. You can't be your own developer and also be your own product person, but also it's not impossible. But collaboration is key, and you can hear him talk about the fact that they had supervisors, they had people who were reviewing all their deliverables.
Yeah, maybe Ruki, if you permit me, I'm sorry to my apologies for interrupting. If you permit me to just speak, just to share a little bit of experience in the bootcamp, and I want everyone to listen to me very, very carefully. This is very, very important part. And honestly, see this website that you just saw, me. I'm a banker. Do you understand? I won't lie to you. What RKY has done in my life, I'm not sure I can pay for it, because that money that Rookie charged us. So I have banking experience from Nigeria. Proudly Access Bank staff for about 15 years. I learned every damn thing. If there's something you want to tell me about bank that I can't say I don't know. So when I joined Barclays, it was like a cup of tea for me. If I had all my interview from Nigeria and all that. But I wanted to just be able to do something in tech, because that's the happening thing, right? And how did I know about RKY? A friend of mine just told me that, she's the one tech people who are Babs. If you join them, they just take money. They just took money from us. They now loaded us with material to start reading and everything. I say, okay. No worries. I started scouting for ways. So a friend of mine that lives with us in one of them, try RKY now. Just check them out. They just sent me the link. So when I got the link, or more, the thing blew up in my face. I didn't even think. I just messaged them sharply. I know another thing. The way they respond, fiam, bam, responded. Before I know what's going on there, with information. I'm not even registered. They're loading me information. Okay, this is the place to be now. And guess what? They now there you can split payment. So that was a catch for me. I was like, it would very. Is it 600 or 700 per one small money like that? I said, no, you can split the payments. Okay, fantastic. That's what we're talking about now. So pay the first tranche, put me on a boot camp. Then they now introduced us to these guys. Even the opening alone, the experience was fantastic. I have to tell you guys what I have learned. I don't remember. I think just about a couple of months, right? What I learned in RKY. I'm not sure, Rookie. I don't know who is doing pricing for Rookie, but I don't know who is doing your pricing, But I tell you what, man, it's fantastic value for money. I won't even lie. What I've learned in terms of products, how products work. Someone like Saeed. Saeed was one of our tutors. Shout out to Saeed. Saeed is so grounded. The guy is so knowledgeable. Taught us pretty much everything. There's nothing you want to know. Ask the question, and if he doesn't know, Saeed would say, give me some time. You go back and find full information. He's sharing you links that will give you information like anything you want there. Bang, 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 bang. You are sleeping, you are collecting links. You get what I'm saying? You are waking up to it and you are learning a lot. For people that really want to do this tech thing, this is the way to be. So my experience on that boot camp forget it. Yes, it was a little bit tight for me because I had to be at work. Then in the evening, we had to have the classes. It took us back to class. You get what I'm saying? You feel like you're in a university. It's not like the other one that they will say, you just send you material, you're going and read it, or they collect £1,500 from you. These guys took us back to class. You get, Sai was really teaching us, sharing slide, explaining line by line, Dairy and the rest of them. You have to, with notes. And just rookie, let me just believe something that's also very interesting. My spouse is like an application person, cybersecurity and all that. When I'm taking site class, she will be listening. See, man, forget to. They will charge you people more. This is their teaching. They charge more. I'm not even joking. Like, she's everything. She can relate. It's just lovely. Rookie, sorry about that. My wife also learned, but it's for free. So two people learn for the price of one. It's okay. So guys, what I just want to say is that if you are still dulling, right, you're in a long thing, don't look elsewhere. My experience in the bootcamp was great. I've learned crazy. When I'm having conversation in my office now, they are wondering, this guy, where is he from? And guess what? It is all the things that I picked up from RKY Bootcamp. How products work, how they manage the back end. My experience when I speak with Emmanuel, the application that RKY, the application guy that RKY gave us. That guy is young, bright guy. I don't know where they found that guy from. I learned, when you're doing this job, forget the fact that you've done classes. So you are still learning on the product development itself. A lot of things will come out. You have to put your A game. Are you a snobbish person? When you get onto this RKY thing, you will change that because you have to collaborate. Right? Are you a solo runner? No, it can't happen. When you're on this project, you have to learn how to work with people. Are you quick to anger? You can't be angry now because you have like 10 other people that you have to speak to. Do you understand? The project won't go on if you don't speak to them. So apart from the fact that it's a career enhancing experience filled with knowledge, personally, there is a value there. I don't know, Ruki, I don't know if I'm making sense.
You're making sense. So, Baba Femi, thank you so much. I need to ask you that bank that you worked in Nigeria. Because you've just been making me laugh here. Sorry?
Probably access.
Oh, I'm struggling to hear you now. But yeah, everything is said, guys. Everything is said. In summary, RKY Careers is the best place to be. Rachel also says, Toby from RKY Career loves to give information. It made me decide quickly. Right, so for those of you that get our meals, I'm sure you all get meals from Toby from RKY Careers, right? So, thanks for, and a big well done to Project Beta, to all of you who worked on the product, right? So, just very quickly before we proceed to the next presentation, by the way, Baba Femi is from the Scrum Master Product Manager, Product Owner Bootcamp. And one of the things that, so you also hear people from the project management describe theirs. One of the things you will discover if you've been paying attention to Baba Femi is the difference between the way they work, the way the Scrum Master product owners deliver on product development is different from the way the project managers, the methodology and everything is completely different. But before we get right into it, right, somebody said how much, it's too loud. Somebody said how much does it, or how long, does it take? It's a 4-month boot camp. That's the Scrum Master product owner, as well as the project manager. As well as the project management and business analysis bootcamp. So let's talk a little bit about the Limitless and Thriving podcast, right? So like we said, right, we build different products and projects here. So just to tell you a little bit about the Limitless and Thriving products, right? It's a podcast that is supposed to amplify, or that was, the real purpose is to amplify the voice of immigrants, the voice of underrepresented professionals and businesses, right, in the UK and beyond. We have a lot of initiatives that are focused on, right, diversity and inclusion, black this, black that. But guess what? We as immigrants, we still have our own granular issues that even the general Black populace and communities do not understand. They don't really understand the struggles of immigrants because why? They have never been an immigrant before. Right, so that's why this space was really created for us immigrants, right? So we are going to be bringing on speakers, so it's not a rookie show, right? It's not a rookie only show. There are sometimes it will just be me sharing my experience because I've got loads of it from career as well to business, right? But I'm also going to be bringing other immigrants, successful immigrants that have been in the UK, even some are short, some 20 years, some even more, and they are successful in both their careers and businesses. How did they navigate this? How did they get successful? What did they do? These are practical, because in RKY careers and other initiatives, it's not just about training you to get jobs. Because guess what? The journey is longer than just jobs. And after you get a job, then what? How do you know how to position yourself, how do you know how to position yourself in the entire space? How do you know how to get on the mortgage ladder? How do you know how to go beyond just living, surviving to thriving? That is what this podcast is for. So if you are yet to subscribe, we launched this on Thursday, right? The only thing you have right now on there is the trailer. I encourage you to watch it, right? But we're also going to have we are going to be having weekly releases, right, of episodes. If you are yet to subscribe, the links to subscribe on Spotify, on Apple, and YouTube are already in the chat box. Click on it and subscribe. Subscribe so that, because information is power, information is very important. If somebody did not introduce you to RKY Careers, you won't be here today. If somebody did not tell you that there's somewhere you can get the solution to your problem, you will not find that solution, which is why and if somehow it exists, right? So you need to equip yourself with the right information. You need to be in the right community, right? So this podcast is one of the ways we're going to bring people in to also come and share their stories. How did they do it? We have annual events, but that's once a year, right? We've already started planning for the one for 2025, but this podcast is a more frequent opportunity to get solutions. So if you are yet to what are we subscribing to? We are subscribing to the podcast. We are subscribing on YouTube to access to the videos. YouTube will give you video version, Spotify will give you audio, Apple Podcast will give you audio as well. Please subscribe to the three if you have the three platforms. That's your own way of also supporting the community and also belonging to a community that will change your life. Right. So if you have subscribed, please let me see your hand up. This is our product. It's not rookie. I'm not Kuku John that built the website. I have the idea, but I didn't build it. If you are yet to subscribe, or if you have subscribed, please raise your hand. Right. Let's all be parts of a supportive community, because that is the only way we can tap into or even be aware that opportunities abound. That's all about the podcast for now. So at this time, I'm going to welcome Oluwakemi Dairo while we are clicking on our subscribe button. Let's welcome Oluwakemi Dairo. The links to subscribe, those that are asking, is in the chat box. Just click on YouTube, click on the subscribe button. You can watch the trailer later. Click on the Spotify, click on this, or you can search for it on these platforms. For those of you that use iPhone, Apple Podcast is naturally on your Apple phones. So Oluwakemi, please start sharing your screen.
Yeah, good afternoon. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you clearly now.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
So please tell us the bootcamp that you are also.
Yeah, okay, sure. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Oluwakemi Dairo, the lead business analyst for PMBA cohort 8.0 of RKY Careers Bootcamp. Yeah. So before going into the slides, I will just for the new people, people that are still trying to decide, because I know most times people are more interested in project management and business analysis. So I'm just trying to create a background for you to have an idea so you don't get lost in the middle of the presentation. So normally a project has a kind of life cycle, which is from initiation to planning to execution to monitoring and to closure. And to achieve and produce a successful product, the team needs to work together collaboratively, hands-on, from the product owner to the BA, the PM, the Scrum Master, and all stakeholders involved. They have to work together to produce a great product. And most companies, in order to achieve this, they use mostly two methodologies. We have other methodologies, but the mostly used ones are the waterfall and the Agile. And when you hear anything waterfall, this is just an approach or a process whereby each phase of a project has to be completed before moving on to the next one progressively or sequentially. So that means you have to finish one before the other, just like a construction project. And when you hear anything Agile methodology or Agile process, is just an approach that is iterative in nature. That means you can incorporate change at any stage or any phase. And let me cut this short to tell you that, to be honest, I had zero knowledge about all of this. I was coming from a different background entirely. I was into real estate and events. So I had nothing to do with business analysis and all of this stuff. So I'm just trying to encourage the people still doubting, like, how do you want to switch? But we'll get to that later. And so who is a business analyst? So a business analyst is not somebody that has a shop and running a business, like most of us think. So a business analyst is a high-level problem solver, someone who delves into the process of an organization to find out the root cause of the problem they are facing and try to provide options of solutions to them, help them to optimize their process. So that is who a business analyst is, because I know we have different misconceptions about this. I was speaking with someone recently and trying to introduce myself as a business analyst, and he's like, even he that has been in business for 30 years is not a business analyst. And I was like, wow, that is a misconception. So a business analyst is not just somebody running a business, no. So it's a high problem solver, somebody trying to help a company, an organization, an individual to optimize the process. So a project manager manages the whole process of a project from initiation to delivery. They assess the risk, they manage the people working, they make sure the right person is doing the right thing at the right time and all of those things. So that is the work of a project manager. So I'm just trying to summarize, just to give you an in-depth knowledge of what this is all about for the new people coming on board. And so for the team to achieve all of this task, there are things to put in place, there are things to be done at each phase of the project. So my slide will be telling you some of these things. And so, like I mentioned, I was part of the PMBA of cohort 8.0. So I was a lead business analyst, and my PM was Femi Yusuf, and I had great team members with me also, business analysts, project managers, planners, coordinators, Scrum Masters, and all of that. We had to work together to bring this to success. So, sorry, can you still see my screen? I hope nothing is blocking it.
Yeah, see your screen.
Okay. So I'll be taking you through the slides now and telling you about our clients and the products. So our clients is LSG Education. And what is LSG Education, or who are they? So LSG Education is just a company focused on helping students and people, interested in exploring and pursuing study abroad opportunities. So we have a lot of people, mostly Africa, or Asia, or however, interested in coming to developed countries, Europe, North America, Canada, UK, and on the likes for study opportunity. So what LSG does is that they create a great support, informative, and educative platform for you to get the right information, because everything you have to do in this life, if you're not open to the right information, you're going to make mistakes, right? Yeah, so that is why we have this product. So it's going to guide you through all the steps you need, the courses, the schools, the scholarship opportunities, the application processes. They are going to help you all through the process till you even get to the school and you get settled, the enrollment process. So that is what the product is all about. And So, what problems are they trying to solve? Like I told you, business analysts, we are problem solvers, right? So, the major problem they are, sorry, I need to do this slide for you to see also. Okay, so the problems they were trying to solve is just helping people to get genuine, detailed information and guidance that helps them to make an informed decision. Because sometimes when you go online, you're just open to different kinds of information. Some are just doing it for content, for likes, just to get money from social media and all of that. So if you're not careful, you're going to consume the wrong information. So this is just a problem. They're trying to help you. They're trying to help you streamline the things you're exposed to, the kind of information you're exposed to. And also, they're also trying to make you have a great platform, a well-developed, responsive, intuitive, and user-friendly website, which is compatible across all devices. So that means they want you to be able to access this information on their website wherever you are, with what kind of gadgets you have, either a phone, a tablet, a laptop, or whatsoever. So those are the two major problems they're trying to solve. And so as business analysts, we came with proposed solutions as a team to create and develop a product, which is the LSG education website that is well organized, comprehensive, detailed, informative, and user-friendly to help study abroad students navigate their journey from start to finish successfully. We do not want you to fall into the victims of scammers. So we've helped you to produce these products with good guidelines. And in order to achieve this, there are processes we need to put in place, like I mentioned earlier. So the first process is okay, so I've told you about the objectives and all of that. Yeah, so we're gonna start. We started from the elicitation, right? So as a business analyst, you have to kind of gather requirements, also known as the elicitation, which is a requirement gathering process also. So this is a process whereby, you have to engage your stakeholders, which is your clients and every other person, to know what is the root cause of the problem, what exactly are they trying to achieve, how would they want this product to look like, what do they want in this product, and every necessary information as much as possible. You just have to get all those information out from them by using different techniques. So when you get on the bootcamp, you get more knowledge about that. Yeah, so because I can't tell you all of that now, this is not a lecture class. So after gathering such information, so you're going to kind of segregate them into the one we call the high level requirements. You can check my screen. Yeah, so the high level requirements, so which are the main essential features, that aligns with the stakeholders' expectation. So from the high level requirements also, you move, you kind of divide them into the functional and the non-functional requirements. So from the word, functional, that means the requirement the system needs to function. Those are the things when you get on a website, the home page, the about, all of those things, the things you click on, the call to actions, all of those things the system actually needs to function are the functional requirements. And the non-functional requirements explains how the system would function. That is like the back end stuff. So you have to do all of these processes to be able to get to the root cause of that problem and be able to provide a good solution for an organization. And these are all the things that RKY has put in place to help us, to help novice like us or novice like me when I started, because I had no idea, like I said. But speaking now, you would think maybe I've been doing it for a long time. So kudos to RKY for that. And so I'm sure we have people like me too still contemplating. So you just have to to make up your mind, because it's not so difficult. When you get on the boot camp and you are so intentional about it, determined and focused, with the help of RKY for everything they're doing, the lecture, starting from the classroom, they hold you by the hands and take you through all the process step by step. Even when you don't understand, you have the liberty to consult your facilitator behind for more explanations. So all of those things, I'm not sure you can get it any other place. I'm not sure. So from that, the budget allocation, this is the work of the PM. The project manager is going to allocate the budget and all of those things for the project. And this is the assist map. So the assist map is just the current process of the organization. How are they operating now? So what are they doing? More of like the manual kind of thing. And the to-be process, which is the main job, is the process optimization itself. So by the time you gather all these requirements, you do all of these things. So you're not going to check the process and to see what are we adding, what are we subtracting to get a great end result. So you are going to come about this to-be process, which is also called a future process. And so to do all of these things too, we have tools that we use. And so when you get on the boot camp, they are going to just, I don't even know the right word to use. Like, they are going to expose you to too many things that you don't even think existed or that you would ever find yourself doing. So all these things are not difficult. The way you are seeing it, you may be thinking, how can I do this? It's so very easy. When you get on the boot camp, it's something you can just do by yourself after the training. And so we have the feature map, which is the visual tool to show all the networks of the products. We have the use case diagram. This is just the interaction of the users with our products. So when you visit their website, the interaction the website is having with you. So we try to represent it with a use case diagram. And this is so this is the epic. So the epics is just used for prioritization of features of the project. As a business analyst and project manager, you have to know how to prioritize. I think I've gone beyond where I am. Okay, now user story. Sorry. Okay, so the user stories, these are just the conditions from the users and the admins needed to be met to produce a great product. So it's just getting things that the user wants to experience on the on the website. What do you really want to see? As a user, I want to be able to do this so that I can achieve that. So we are going to put all of this together in order to design the products, which is the website. So each time I use the word products, just know I'm referring to websites. So we have the wireframes. So wireframe is a prototype of a website, kind of, yes. So it's just like a guide. It's just you putting all your expressions and how you want your website to look like into a design in order to guide your developer or your designer on how to go about it, what you want. You want this here, you want that there, just a graphical representation, a prototype, like I mentioned. Yeah, so we've got the comms plan. This is just a medium of communication, just to be able to know how the stakeholders will be communicating with one another. And we've got the ClickUp. So a ClickUp is also a project management tool that works with cloud, used for team collaboration, for documentation of project phases and general management of the projects. So we've got great facilitators that would put you through this. You may see it as, how am I going to achieve this? We've got great guys on the team, on the RKY team, that's going to help you step by step. And we've also got project support officers whenever you are confused that you can run to put you through all of this. So this is something you can also after learning it, you just get it on your system and be practicing. So they've made it so easy that even as they're teaching you, you can also be practicing it yourself. So to make you very, very great at it. And so this is also ClickUp, the backlog. And sorry, I'm trying to rush because of time. So this is this is rate log. There's also a PM stuff for risk analysis, issues, assumptions, and all of those things. So any risk you are going through on the project, the PM is going to document it, the issues, and all of those things. The highlight report is just an overview of each stage. So the PM is going to document each stage. And the good thing about this, when I say PM BA, the good thing about this bootcamp is that you are both a PM and a BA and everything. So like I introduced myself, I was a BA lead, but that doesn't mean I didn't do the work of a PM. I did the PM, I did the project plan, I did the Scrum Master, I did everything. So I can actually fit into any role I want to out there. So that's one of the benefits of this bootcamp, lest I forget. So don't say, I don't want PM, or no, I don't want to be a B, I want to be a PM. No, they give you the chance to explore. So you have to explore all the roles, and when you get out there, you decide by yourself, this is what I want to become, or this is what I want to do. And this is the status report. This is just a weekly report of the projects, like what has been happening on the project. So it's just there are most documentation, most PM stuff are mostly documentation. So you have to very, very good with record keeping and documentation. Please, attention to details is very important. So this is still part of the PM document. Issues raised, any issues encountered during the project, you document it. And end stage report also is also a report. You see, most of them are just reports. So you have to really pay attention to details. So the lessons learned, so when your team comes together, you discuss what did you learn, and what are the issues, how do you want to mitigate that, and all of those things. You recommend solutions if there are any. So you document all of these things. These are just screenshots. That's why it's looking this way. So the main document itself is readable. And the challenges, yes, definitely, all projects have a challenge phase. So because nobody is an expert, so we've got a lot of challenges during the bootcamp too as a team, and we tried to come together to analyze what it was, and we were able to document it here and kind of provide a solution to it. So time constraint, we have different people joining from different parts of the world. Our time is not uniform, so we had to just come to a negotiation kind of to get the suitable time and people available, team composition, team dynamics, performance expectations, and all of those things. And so, so based on the products, after producing the products, or after developing the product rather, we were able to make some recommendations. So like I mentioned, Agile at the beginning, that you can iterate change at any time. So these are the recommendations proposed by us as a team for the clients, just in case in the future they are willing to, add these things to optimize the future process. And okay, so please, I would be going to, that's it. Okay. So please, can you still see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, LSG Education website. Okay, so this is the website that was designed by us, the products, the LSG Education. So we've got a homepage. So on the homepage, we've got the information that you need if you want to book consultation.
Your screen didn't change though. You're still seeing your slides in case you are planning to share.
Oh, wow.
You probably need to. Are you using two screens?
No, one.
You need to maybe share your entire screen instead of.
Okay. I'll just reshare. Okay. Can you see it now?
Coming up. Yes, we can see it now.
Okay, thank you. So this is LSG website, LSG education website. So we've got the home page. So this is the home page with different informations for you to choose what and what you want. You want to explore institutions, or you want to check the destinations. So these are the regions where LSG education are located: the United Kingdom, where they're operating from, rather, the United States of America, Canada, Ireland, Australia, Europe. And, we've got different information on the home page. So why do you want to study abroad? If you want to learn more, you can click on the call to action there to read more on it. Just in case you don't know, you don't have a definite reason why you want to study. Maybe you just see people study abroad and you just want to join them. For clarity, we've got a lot of information on this website for you to go through. And just in case you're also confused about the programs to do, like what do I want to study, how many years, and all of those stuffs, we've got a lot of programs, a lot of information on them. You can see all of them: medicine, engineering, computer science, business admin, a lot of them, cybersecurity. So you can just decide. And by the time you open it, it's going to also show you the institution you can get those courses done. So it's very, very informative. And we've got testimonials from past users also, just to encourage you. So you would know that, yeah, the company is really legit. And blogs, of events and stuff like that. We've got the quick links for you, the subscribe newsletter for you to subscribe to get updates of what is happening with the company, and a free consultation button for you to book consultation with the education consultants to guide you more. And all of these things are actually free, to be honest. I wouldn't know, maybe in the future they would introduce payment, but for now it's free. So you have a lot of resources for free. So you can imagine that. So I would encourage you to just, visit the website and get enough information that you need. So this is the products that we were able to come by and design with the help of this bootcamp. And it was such a great experience. And yeah, so I will be talking more now about the experience. This is the end of the products presentation. So I'm sure you love, the products you're seeing. That's the About Us page, about, the locations and every other thing. We've got the destination.
1 minute more.
So, okay, so when it got to my turn now, you're timing me. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so let me just focus on the experiences. So yeah, so like I mentioned, I got zero knowledge about all of these, to be honest. I just came in newly and I was like, okay, I don't want to do the regular support kind of thing and all of those things. Yes, I want to go into tech. And I overheard people talking in my church about RKY, how their friends got a job, this and that. And before then, my friend had already told me about one that she did, that those ones just scammed them. Do you get? And they paid a lot, like ×2. So they just calmed them, no experience, nothing. So when I heard this one, I followed up with those people that, are you really sure about this thing? And she said, yes, she has 2 friends in London that got a job. This, that. I said, wow. So when I got home, I went to research about them and I was following them bumper to bumper till we got to that July cohort. And mind you, I had made up my mind. So I mentioned that you have to be very intentional. I was very intentional because I had to stop working at that period just for this. And on that day, the class is supposed to start. I don't know if Ruki is going to remember. Maybe she didn't know I was the one. I chatted her to tell her I had an interview. I don't want to make payments immediately. I just want to be sure if I'm getting the job or not. But when I got to the job and they said the job is weekend, I said, I'm sorry, I've got 8 weeks weekend training to do. I can't forfeit it for anything. So I left. Yeah, so that was how determined I was then. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just telling you, you have to bring in your intentionality, your focus, and your determination if you really want to get everything out of this. So Yeah, so and it all started that way after the classroom, we had to get on the projects, which was very fantastic. And mind you, are going to get all the support, like I mentioned. So when it got to even the second week of the project, I've started getting interviews. And how did I get interviews? They have career session that's even for alumni that you can join at any time, even as a present student. So I was always present at everything. There's nothing they do that I'm not always there. You will see my name there. So I was following their bumper. So I was able to acquire even more than enough before the end of my boot camp. So for the second week of the boot camp, I had 2 NHS interviews. And I just continued that way because that was actually not what I wanted, the roles I wanted, but I was happy I could, get to that level. And after the interviews till now, like I'm speaking to you, if I'm not over exaggerating, I've got over 10 interviews. And when I mean 10 interviews, I'm not talking about HCA or support worker. No, I'm talking about high band 7, band 8, band 5 interviews. So this is what RKY can give to you: the confidence, the boldness, the support, the CV, the career sections. Even when I had the band 8 IT business analyst interview, Adebayo was and Demi, they were just following me bumper to bumper as if I want to go and write one presidential exam or something. So that is the kind of support that comes with this. So sometimes, it's better to experience something than, because there's no how we can even relate it to you like that. So I would encourage you, if you're still doubting, please, as I'm speaking now, just chat the admin and make deposit. And that is another good thing. You don't have to have all the money. If it is just £200, you have £300, 200,000 naira, just be depositing it for them and tell them for the next quote. Because if you're not intentional, you are going to lose focus and you won't gain as much as, and everything we are saying, it will look like what they call fabu to you. I don't know what that is in English, sorry, but like a mirage or something, yes. So you won't understand. But if you're intentional that I want to experience what these people are talking about, it's not falsification and we are not marketing. It is real and you just have to experience it to know that it is real. So that's all I have to say for now. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Oluwakemi. Have you considered, teaching? Because at the beginning I was like, okay, looks like you're here to train us. But thank you, because you were very clear in letting us know the difference between, project, agile, traditional, waterfall, and all of that. So guys, let's celebrate how it's not easy to be on the spot like that, and have to present. You guys have heard everything she said about the product. Guess what, by the way, your client, LSG Education, is really happy with his website. Currently, he's signing lots of deals with universities here in the UK, right? And the websites, having a website, having a corporate email and all of that were part of the things that facilitated, his journey. So, yeah, a big well done to you and your team, for making the products, and to all your facilitators and support officers as well. Right, so at this moment, I'm going to welcome Ejuma for Project Aspire. I hope the name is correct. She'll be presenting the work they did on the RKY Careers Backup website. While we are waiting for Ejuma, do we have any questions at all? Do we have any questions? Are we feeling it? Are we feeling them? What do you guys think? You guys are not giving feedback. Guys, let's give feedback in the chat box. What do you think? Right, Ejuma, if you are ready, feel free to share your screen. Right, good to know that is awakening. Fred says it's awesome. Afizat says she's over feeling it already. Guys, we are not even supporting is there nobody here from Chemist Project team? People were not even throwing emojis. You were not telling her you are not hyping her up. Previous product demos, the project team, you will know that they are in the background because they will just be hyping up their representative. Same with Babafemi as well. So yeah, I mean, let me read a couple of feedbacks. Fumi says it's boosting my confidence. Please, you need to boost your confidence. Rachel says, how do you ensure the websites are secured? That's the role of the development team and the IT team. They are project managers and business analysts, right? But how do we ensure a website is secure? First of all, by doing, what's it called? By building ethically, making sure the codes and everything you use are actually safe, as well as implementing, firewalls and all of that. Right. So Georgina says, very insightful. Femi says, I am here. Omoefe says, this is the best PMBA I have seen. And Femi Yusuf says, she did great. I was on standby to support her. Beautiful. You guys are working collaboratively in your team, right? You guys have contingency plans. By the way, the next presenter, please let's be timely. Project managers, business analysts, time management is part of your key KPIs. So at most 10 minutes, please. Anulika says, I'm proud of you, Kemi, and all the Project Explore team. I'm happy to be part of your team. So that's part of their support officers and mentors right there. Janet says, she did very well. My great team. Guys, you guys should drop feedback for Babafemi as well. Babafemi's team and mentors. Right. So Tolulope says, are you going to invite students from the last AML cohort? It will be intriguing to see their project and gain insight into their experiences. Are you going to? Right. So the way AML, the roles are different. Not all roles are like projects like this that can be presented. However, in the tech summit or in the I think we have a standalone session for compliance. We bring alumni also in to share their experiences, but their projects. Don't forget that AML, they're dealing with clients' data that needs to be protected. There's also GDPR is part of what you learn in that course. So because of some reasons, they might not be able to showcase their projects, but data analysis also showcase theirs. Next week or upper week is when we'll be having the data insights day. Our data analyst students would also be presenting their insights, their dashboards, and all the beautiful things they've done during the course of the bootcamp in a live session like this. And we are also coming up with that for our digital marketing. We're also coming up with something like that for our digital marketing bootcamp as well, right? Where they will come showcase the products that they are enhancing visibility for or working on during the course of the bootcamp. So Ejuma, I don't know, please share back. I'm sorry for taking part of your time. Share back your screen when you are ready. Josephine says, Project Explorer, we are here. Well done, Kemi. Beautiful. Is there anybody here from Project Beta? Are we going to give Babafemi any feedback? I know Babafemi, he was very passionate about his presentation as well. Ejuma, please, come back. Right. So good to know it's been inspiring so far. I mean, that's the reason for it all, right? So take us from where we are to where we really want to be. Is Ejuma here or did we lose her?
Hi, Rookie. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon.
Hi,
yes. So for some funny reason, it does share at a point and then disappears again. Let me give that a try one more time.
Do you have your team members here? Anybody from Project Aspire wants to share screen for Ejuma? Contingency plans.
Okay, let's give that a try again. I'm wondering why that happened, but I think at some point it did share, right?
I was seeing it up until just when I wanted to hand over to you, it disappeared.
I didn't see that. I'm wondering what happened again.
Yeah, just use the share button.
Okay, now it's sharing, right?
Yes, coming up.
Yeah, okay. Is it up now?
Yes, it's up now.
Okay, let me do full screen mode. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ejuma, and I'm from Project Aspire, PMBA Cohort 8.0. which ran through August to October, and I was the deputy PM for that project, or for that cohort rather. Just like people before me have said, each of the cohorts within the project phase have a project team that work on a project. And for us, we had a team of people as well who worked on the project, which you can see on the board, or on the slide rather, of each person who worked on it. So a team of BA people, project managers, project coordinators, we had hybrid people, and just like Kemi said, each person had to work collaboratively as a BA and as a PM on the project. I'll quickly run us through our client. Our client was RKY Careers, which Rookie has done justice to explain what they do, but then they're a multi-award winning tech company passionate about helping people reach their fullest potential. And they offer personalized services such as accredited tech courses, LinkedIn optimization, career advisory, interview preparation, and a host of other services. So as part of the bootcamp, we received a mandate to work on our project phase, which was for us to develop a backup website that maintains the quality and accessibility of the primary website of RKY Careers, to ensure that operations are maintained seamlessly during downtimes, if the primary website does encounter that, and also to integrate payment solutions to streamline user transaction experience and enhance user engagement and retention through improved accessibility and reliability. We then came together as a team to propose solutions, and one of it was, of course, to develop a backup website to address the challenges of downtime faced by RKY Careers for seamless operation, and where to also integrate payment functionalities on the website to improve user engagement and retention. And of course, we're to do that within an 8 weeks timeline with a budget of £5,000. The whole project, and so to start off, we had to develop a project plan, assemble the project team, do a requirement gathering analysis, which is a elicitation of requirements, which we've heard about from the previous presentation. We had to create a business charter, or a project charter, and a business case. A project charter is the official document that kicks off the project, so we had to create a project charter and a business case as well. We did a gap analysis of what the current processes were with RKY Careers to understand what the problems were with it. From then on, we had to create the to-be process, which is like the future state of improvement or optimization of the website. We created epics and user stories, created wireframes, which is like a prototype of what the website will look like, and then we moved on to the project development phase in itself, creating test cases for us to test out what we had created and be sure that the website had no bugs or issues. We had sprint planning sessions and stand-up meetings with our developer to ensure that we were testing as well as developing at the same time. And then, of course, we did the final product testing to be sure that the product, or the minimum viable product, was good and ready to go. I'm going to be showing some of the deliverables we had to kind of work on the project phase, for us to just see some of the things we did on the project. One of it is the assist process, which is a process map that highlights the current state of a user workflow through the RKY Careers website. So the website, before we developed a backup website, had to go for users, they had to go through this process. So that's what we had to visually represent with the assist process, using tools like Visio. And then we had to do the to-be process map, which of course depicts the future state of the business workflow during our proposed modification of the website. We did use case diagrams using tools like Lucidchart, which just offers a high-level visualization of interactions among key actors on the platform or the interface. And we had to create epics. Epics are like large pieces of work or tasks that are broken down into features and user stories eventually. We have the future map, which shows a snapshot of the website features that will be implemented on the website for easy visualization, which when I showcase the product, we're going to find out. So things you would see that takes us around the website. We had user stories, which is simply a short depiction of the product requirements written from the user's point of view. So as a user, how you want to interact with the product, what we expect from the product, that's the view you get in the user stories. Then we created wireframes, which is like a prototype of the website itself. In this case, we created the different types of wireframes. So we have the low fidelity wireframes, the high fidelity wireframes, and the mid or in between fidelity wireframes. Here we had like a semi-low fidelity wireframe because we did have some pictures illustrating the structure of the backup websites that we shared with our developer during the course of the project. We used project management tools such as ClickUp. This is our schedule. This is our Gantt chart schedule, displaying a holistic overview of the project lifecycle from the initiate to the closure phase of the project. It also showcased the task status and each of the allocated resources for the project phase. We had our product backlog as well, which is more of a prioritized list of work for the development team. So what are the different tasks to be done at a particular point in time within the project? There also we had a Gantt chart that showed us our groomed, on the screen we have a Gantt chart that shows us our groomed product backlog, where we can see epics, our user stories, and of course acceptance criteria, which we had put into sprint to aid the product development phase. Some of the important project documents we worked on, and I had mentioned earlier, was the business case, the project charter, the communications plan, the project plan in itself. We adopted a hybrid methodology using the waterfall and the agile methodology during the project phase. And on the screen, you have a snapshot of our communications plan, which was very essential to be able to communicate amongst ourselves and with the project stakeholders. We also worked on weekly project reports, things like project status, which are like high-level reports of the project itself, which we presented to stakeholders. We had checklist reports, we had highlight reports, we had issues log where we documented issues that we had on the project. We had RAID log, which talks about the risks, assumptions, issues and dependencies on the project. We had lesson learned report, which included positive or negative lessons that we learned, which can be used in the future with designing such a product, and if for other team members as well, if they were to do this again. As with any project, we had several risks identified during the project delivery, before and even during the project delivery phase, and we sort of classified them into two. One was like failure to complete a project within the agreed time frame. You agree with me that 8 weeks seems like a very short time, but we were able to do it with the support of the RKY Careers team. We had misalignment between primary and backup websites, so we had to sort of go back to the sponsor to be sure that we got the right requirements. So constant meeting with the sponsors, team, and the stakeholders to ensure that we got the right requirements to develop the project itself as well. So there were factors that could have contributed to that, so that incomplete and accurate requirements gathering, inadequate testing on our part if we did not, external project resource where in case we had to encounter delays. But then to mitigate that, what did we do? We had like weekly risk assessments, and we developed a comprehensive project management plan. We had continuous check-in with our sponsor to ensure that we clarified project expectations and we were able to deliver the project. We had knowledge sharing sessions to bridge gaps or in knowledge for the team members. We had effective task delegation and support from the RKY Careers team. And of course, we had comprehensive testing for the backup website in itself. We did face a couple of challenges as well, which include decline in team participation during the execute phase, We had a tight project delivery timeline, which of course was non-negotiable. We had to deliver within the 8 weeks. And of course, at some point, we had over reliance on certain team members, which does happen with every project, I guess. And there were some issues that we encountered as well. We had delay with the creation of wireframes, and that's because we did struggle a bit initially with the tool we were using, but eventually we were able to do that and create the beautiful wireframe you saw in the slides earlier. And low participation from team members and all, which we surmounted. So shout out to team members who are here. If you're here, please drop a thumbs up. Project Aspire team members, if you're here today. As part of lessons learned, we had we learned that if we were timely at our stand-up meetings, we communicated better, we were able to achieve things. Being responsive to document reviews was very crucial to expediting approval processes. So when you get reviews or feedbacks from the support team, the facilitators, promptly attending to those review or feedbacks, ensure that you got speedy approvals for your deliverables. We learned also that proper task delegation based on team members' availability was crucial as well, or aided us in achieving our objective within the time frame. So looking at the tasks and the resources that you have available and effectively utilizing task delegation. And of course, team engagement and contribution. So we had to balance the engagement and contribution from all team members to ensure that team morale was high, and we're able to eventually deliver quality output at the end of the day. This is the part of lesson learned continued. And finally, I take you to our minimum viable product, which is the website on its own. Let me click on this. Okay. So just a second, I'm going to see if I can stop sharing and, or let's see if I can do this. Can you still see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
But we are
so
seeing the last slide.
Oh, the last slide. Then in that case, probably I have to stop sharing again and see if I can reshare with the website.
While she's trying to share, let's encourage her, guys. It's not easy.
Okay, can we now see my screen? How many minutes more?
2 minutes.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, for some reason, I don't know what's happening with sharing on my stuff, but then hopefully we can run through this very quickly. So here we have the home screen or the landing page of the RKY Careers Backup site with the products and services that RKY Career offers. I'll show you down to the end since we have very short time, but please, if you do have time, go around and look at the backup website. Is rkycareers.co.uk. The primary website is rkycareers.com. But then you can see we've linked up the payment methods, integrated the payment method as requested by our sponsor. So we have the payment platforms linked here. We have all the other call to action buttons. So the career shop, our courses, you can see that, services. We have the blog, the jobs, the partnership, about us, and affiliate program. That would be it. I'll just quickly share my experience of the bootcamp. The RKY Bootcamp, I think I'll summarize it in one word. It was quite enriching. That's because of a lot of factors. One of it is the practical learning. So you have the hands-on experience and working on real life project, which is what I have showcased today. We have built the RKY's career backup website, which you all can see. We have also the access to a supportive network of professionals. So like I can't even begin to express how much support that the RKY team provides. So ranging from support or access to the facilitators, PMs and BAs, the alumni network, the weekly interview prep sessions, all the bonus courses that you get as an alumni, the mentorship and coaching, the certification guidance, learning about in-demand methodologies. Like I mentioned, we use the hybrid approach, so experience of the traditional approach of methodology or framework of project management, the Agile framework itself, the CV and LinkedIn optimization. You want to talk about it being a place where you can get in-demand skills. So I currently work as a project delivery officer with a university on a skilled worker visa sponsorship. The interview sessions from RKY Careers did help a great lot in terms of interviews. I've recently just completed one of the projects I've been working on for the past 1 year, and I can tell you that the documentation process was top notch. Like I got commendations from my line manager, you know, top notch filing, top-notch documentation. So if you haven't signed up, I really don't know what you're waiting for. I've also recently done an interview which I was successful for. Again, I got a feedback from that interview session saying, what a fantastic interview you had. We love your personality and all. And all this I got from RKY Careers. No, constantly engaging with RKY Careers has improved my confidence. I've done project management before. So if you're here, you're saying that, oh, I probably don't have experience in project management. I can tell you that we all are project managers in one way or the other. Do you manage your family? You're a project manager. Do you manage your tax? Have you done a research? Have you done anything before, prior to now? Then you're a project manager. What you need is the skills and the tools. So again, the technical skills that we learned, like I was saying before that I had learned project management, not really learned, but I've been in the field of project management, but I didn't know about these skills or tools. My experience prior to this was more of in a non-governmental development space where we did the same sort of things, but our tools were different, right? So I wanted to learn this because I was like, okay, this world of tech. I want to be able to transition into more tech, not NGO sort of work anymore. And then I came into the RKY Careers Bootcamp. But did they deliver? Yes, they over-delivered. I've learned the skills. I've been able to also mentor others in this. I've brought not one, not two, not three, not four people onto this bootcamp, and there are great testimonies from this. So if you're here, you're still doubting, I would want to say that pick up your phones, send a message to the admin team, click on rkycareers.co.uk. Please use our new backup website to sort of register for the course. Honestly, aside the tools like VCO, Bootcamp, Lucid Chat, Basecamp, ClickUp, and Jira, which I learned on the course, you have soft skills like stakeholder management, task delegation, collaboration, self-team collaboration, so communication, negotiation, all the soft skills you can think about, which you would learn on the bootcamp. An interview, your personality will shine through, honestly. So if I don't know what you are doing, because eventually you will get to this, so why not do it early on in the year? I'm sure at some point you will come back and say, oh, I want to register for this. So if I were you, I would register now, because out there, I'm not sure you would find. Oh, did I even forget to mention the network of people you would meet? Aside the professional community or the alumni community, even your cohort members, you get to build a sort of relationship with them beyond the bootcamp itself. So you have friends from all over the world that you would meet. The check-ins from the RKY support team. So kudos to the RKY support teams. I haven't seen a bootcamp where you pay and people will be checking up on you. Oh, are you okay? We haven't seen you in a while. What's happening with your course? I don't know where you would find that. People who care about the money. You paid something, you're not attending, and somebody's still checking up on you. Oh, where are you? Is everything okay with you? After collecting your money, they're still checking up on you. I mean, kudos to RKY and the rest of the team. Well done.
Thank you so much, Ejima. Thank you for the very nice, lovely feedback. I'm back to your presentation as well. Lovely presentation. Guys, let's celebrate her. Guys, let's give her feedback. How did she do, right? With the presentation, with the products she and her team built, how did they do? Right. So, I mean, even though they were building a backup website for an existing website, see how detailed their wireframes are, see how much work they still put, right? into it. So I'm going to take a couple of feedbacks before we go straight into the rest of what we have today. How has it been, guys? Are you guys blown away? With what I've seen today, RKY is where to be. The projects are vibrant and inspiring. Kudos, guys. What was our role in this project? Ejima, what was your role? Which of the okay? Okay, I think somebody said
deputy project manager on the role.
Beautiful. So that's it, guys. You're even going to get a role, Good job, Project Aspire and Ejima. Well done to you also, Boss Kodri. Great presentation. She repped us well. It wasn't easy. I was the Project BA lead for Project Aspire and blown out. Beautiful. Good to know that you guys are all blown out. So let's quickly talk a little bit about, tech generally. So why transition to tech? Right, so we already know what RKY Careers does, right? But why are we doing it? Why are we trying to get more people to transition to tech? Or why should people consider acquiring tech skills in 2025? First of all, there's a blooming demand. There's so many roles now that require that you are able to use a tech tool or the other, or you're able to use tech skills. Diverse fields, there's a wide range. Not all tech skills are programming or developing or software engineering. There's so many roles now that within the tech space, right, that you can still position yourself for and continue to be relevant. Competitive salaries. We all know that tech remain one of those places where you can get high paying salary, right? Because tech, any company that is leveraging tech and using tech for their processes, for their marketing, for everything really, they're actually always more profitable than the ones who just rely on manual, right? And as a result of this profitability and higher revenue they generate, they're also able to afford to spend more on staffing. Innovation and creativity. Tech, products are all related to solving problems. There's nothing as innovative as, there's nothing as lovely, right, as solving problems with creativity and innovation. For every product we've built at RKY, there's a big problem that we are trying to solve, right? Flexibility and remote work. We all know that, everybody wants to get jobs that would help them to work from home or hybrid at most, right? And you get that with tech. You can't get that with some kind of other roles that we all know. Global opportunities. You can be here in the UK or you can be in Nigeria and get a job in the UK and get a job in America, paying you in dollars, paying you, So the world has become really small but guess what? In this small world that we're talking about is about what do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? You need to have more to show for yourself, right? In this very competitive market. Continuous learning and development. The world is not fixed at, you've learned this at a bootcamp. It's a mindset. You need to continue to learn. The moment you pass through tech or you get one tech skill, you don't stop there. ChatGPT came, they disrupted. There are so many other products out there right now that I'm sure that a lot of us are familiar to. We have the Mid Journey for pictures and videos. We have Pencil, we have Claude AI, we have DeepSeek, we have so many products are coming up. So that's what the continuous learning is all about. It's not just about, it's not just about now, it's about the mindsets. It's not just about jumping on a bootcamp and completing the bootcamp because it doesn't end there. It's about your mindsets, adaptive mindsets, flexible mindsets, continuous development, very, very important. As well as visa sponsorship, global talents, and digital nomad visa. This tech also happens to be one of those fields where these opportunities abound. Getting jobs with NHS. We have a lot of people that want to get into the NHS. They want to work within the health and care industry. For those, maybe some of these people are looking for visa sponsorship because NHS also happens to be one of the big sponsors in visa sponsorship. And you can hear the band of the interviews that, those that are presented today said they're getting from band 8 to band 7. These are the roles within the NHS that are still sponsoring. You can still work in the NHS, but you don't necessarily need to be in the lower bands. You can get in as a lower band professional, and then work your way up there. At RKY Careers, we have a lot of alumni in the civil service, in NHS, in tech companies, depending on what you really want. We provide the guidance, right, and coaching to get you there. And that's what makes us different. The career support you get at RKY Careers. I don't need to go much into it because everybody that's presented today who have experienced it themselves, they've talked about it. Right. So also global talent visa. if you go to your LinkedIn right now, go to your search button and type UK Global Talents, you would see people like yourself who bear kind of your names, and they have global talents visa. Check their job titles, check their roles. Tech is one of the very big ways to get these visas, and you need to start by acquiring the skill set first. That's always the first starting point. AI powered learning at RKY Careers. At RKY Careers, we are not just talking the talk. We do the what's it called? We do what is supposed to be done, right? At RKY Careers, we are even very proactive. First, in January 2024, one of the things we changed in our processes or in our modules as part of our curriculum updates, which we do time after time, is to ensure that all our courses have AI modules in them. Right. And with these AI modules, right. Right. So, and in January 2024, we introduced AI modules across all of our courses, right? Is it from, how to use AI, predictive modeling and data visualization, or how to even use it to prepare for interviews? Across all our modules, you get to learn how to apply AI. We are in the world, and it's just perfect timing because guess what? Just recently, the Prime Minister in the UK was recently talking about how AI is the next big thing in the UK, right? So you want to find a way, right, to learn how can, as a project manager, what do project managers use AI to do? If you don't know, you need to go and research what are the AI tools that are related to project management. And beyond even that, there are some of the projects we are going to be launching in the next couple of months are going to be AI related, integrating AI in some of the products we've already built. And this is just to ensure that our students are well equipped for the future, right? So if you are looking for a place where you don't need to do, you just be part of this community, we will do the work for you. Beyond even this, some of the bonus courses we are bringing later in the year are related to AI, cybersecurity, and all of that, because we know that we need to keep our students, our alumni community ahead of the game, right? And that is what we do at RKY Careers. We boast of over 1,500 success stories of people who have engaged in our bootcamp, enrolled in our courses, and are where they really want to be today. So if you're one of those that are not yet on the other side, you're not yet part of the RKY community, I encourage you today to take that step, right? So from live training to acquiring the skill sets to the practical work experience which has been evidenced today, to optimizing your CV, optimizing your LinkedIn after all that is done, such that everything you've learned is well, incorporated on paper for you, because it's paper that recruiters would use to call you for interviews. And then preparing you for these interviews, because that is where it ends in some other places. You now get those CVs, you don't really understand even how to defend it, or you don't even, know how to go to those interviews. We have interview preps at the end of our boot camps, but that's not enough. We still have weekly sessions, bi-weekly sessions where you can come and get questions to answers you might have on your job description, right? Access to the LMS. You get over 12 months access to the LMS. You get UK work reference for the new skill sets you now have, because it's good to learn, but sometimes when you learn and you don't have experience to put on your CV that can be verified, you are sometimes, at a loss, right? And you also get a globally recognized certificate of completion, CPD accredited, ACTD USA accredited. So, and you also get unending support. You get to work on a project from start to finish. For everything I've said here today, the value of our bootcamp should be way above £2,000. Some people have told me of today for even pricing our bootcamps way low than what we give. And there's a reason for that. And it's because of the people we support. We support, immigrants, people who are trying to navigate the job market, integrate, themselves into the markets, as well as minority ethnic. Not everybody in our bootcamps are immigrants. We have a lot of people that are local, when I say local here in the UK means, they are local, they are citizens, or they were probably born here or something. That's what it means, And our service and our solutions still serve them as well. Right. So if you're one of those who are wondering what are the courses we have on offer and when is the next bootcamp, that is the calendar you have there. From compliance to Microsoft Excel to project management and business analysis, Scrum Master and product owner, digital marketing, data analysis, and business intelligence, all going for a discount at just £599. If Excel and PowerPoint is what you want to enroll for, that's not a full boot camp. It's just £50. Everybody needs to have Excel, regardless of whether regardless of whether you already are a project manager or whatsoever. You need Excel and PowerPoint skills, right? So like I said, the current discount we are on is £599. If you are in Nigeria or joining us from Africa, send us a DM and we will tell you what the prices are for those that are in Nigeria. Right. So these are the upcoming events at RKY Career. So we have our tester session for compliance happening in on the 15th of February, right? As well as the start dates for other courses. We'll also be having another product. Okay, that's not here. Okay, so we have Tech Summit on the 22nd of February. Our Data Insights Day tentatively will be happening next week, but likely to hold upper week. Right, so here is the calendar. You can take a screenshot of it if you want to send to your friends, family. You know somebody that needs these services. You know somebody that needs to acquire tech skills. You know somebody that needs to be part of a supportive community. Also, if you're looking to start a business, we are also here to support you. We can help you build your website. We can help you build your apps. We can help you with whatever projects that you have. Yeah, some success stories from our website developments or IT related projects. So if you're one of those who've already done training before, or you have certifications but you just need work experience, there's another opportunity as well for you to join our Tech Career Accelerator program. Here you will just be joining from the project phase of the bootcamps. Across the screen as well is the start dates, right, for these projects. So one of the good things, like somebody mentioned when they were presenting, is the fact that RKY Careers, you don't need to pay in full. We are supported or partnered with Klarna, ClearPay, PayPal, and Pay Later. This allows you to split into as many installments as they allow in their platforms. Also, if you are also part of the RKY community, we have the Apply Body products. This was also one of the products built by some of our students, right? The good thing is that I always encourage people to apply to jobs themselves because it's the cheapest way to get things done. However, if you're one of those busy professionals that do not have time or cannot make out time to apply to jobs yourself, we have a solution for you. At RKY Careers, problem solving is our number one mantra. We're always looking for problems for within our community to solve. Right, so explore Apply Body, visit the website. Also, the best part of the news, for those of you who are here, who are alumni or who are alumni or who are also visiting, you can also earn from RKY Careers. You can earn by referring people. Go to our website. You can see the link down at the top of our website. You see the affiliates program. Click on it, get your link, share your links with your friends and family, and get them to enroll for the bootcamp. You get 10% for every successful referral. So we are not just making money alone, we are also sharing, right? So imagine you earning £60 or £59 for every successful person you refer. Everybody you refer to RKY. Before you know it, you have £2,000 in your account, just by referring people. And guess what? You're even referring them to a place where their life will even be better. Isn't that the best thing to refer? Because there's some kind of referrals I don't do. Anything that does not align with my personal values, or I know that is a scam, I don't refer people there. But guess what? You're referring someone to where they will change their life, and you're also even benefiting from it. There's nothing as beautiful as that. In addition to all our other initiatives, we have a special initiatives for founders. We have two initiatives for founders to be precise. The first one is the free founders community. If you're an immigrant, you have a business, you're starting a business, you want to give back, you want to, whatever the case may be, or you need support, right, on how to get started. Because one of the things I always tell our community is that you don't necessarily need to be stuck trying to get a job. Start a business as well. Collaborate with each other, partner with each other, start a business. You're looking for sponsorship, partner with somebody that already has their stay, start a business, and get sponsorship license, and you are very much good to go. So join our immigrant founders community. Please share the link, admin, so that they can also fill the form to join. Either you have a business idea or you're already an existing business. Let's all collaborate and network together. Okay. I think I had something that I didn't share. So also talking about initiatives tailored to immigrants. In addition to our podcast, we have an annual event. I don't know if we have anybody here that was in 3.0 that held at the University of East London. We have already started planning for 3.0 and we are looking to have 1,000 attendees. Please, I do not want our alumni to miss out from this because guess what? It's going to be public. And I know I have over 1,000 alumni members. So make sure that you secure your spots way early before the slots are all filled up. So we have a link that you can use to join the waitlist. It will be dropped here as well. Click on the link, right, to join the waitlist for the events, right? And then what else? Right, this is no longer news. The fact that we have an office in Canary Wharf, and I think that's about it, right? That's about it, guys. It's been a very lovely session with each and every one of us. Do we have questions at all? I plan to end this at 2 p.m. Do we have any questions at all? I think I have a question. Someone says, those of us in Nigeria that are RKY Careers affiliates, what do we stand to gain when we refer people from Nigeria? I referred someone from Nigeria and nothing has been done. Right, so at the moment, the affiliate program is only available in the UK, and that's because you need to use PayPal to check out, and our checkouts is actually available for UK residents because the Nigerian rate is like overly discounted already. However, if you have somebody who is successfully enrolled, you can reach out to us. You can create a program for the Nigerian audience as well. So reach out to us and give us the details of the person you referred, and we can do something about it. But the thing is that the Nigerian rate is extremely discounted. And we'll use automation for the affiliates, which requires that you need to have a PayPal account. So can I do the PMBA for the new cohorts? I don't understand the question. Are you already in another cohort or were you already? So I think that's about it, guys. Any question at all? In the absence of any question, I wish you all a great weekend. It's been very lovely having all the presenters, a big well done to you. To all the teams represented, a big well done to you. To all their students, to all their mentors, trainers, facilitators, support officers who are also here and not here, a big well done to you all. Okay, so Fred, if you are totally new, you can click on the link to chat with somebody on WhatsApp, and then they would get in touch with you. The next course for our PMBA, I think, let me go back to the screen. Right. So the next cohorts for project management is $599, and business analysis is 8th of March. Sorry. So the next cohort is 8th of March. The same with Scrum Master, the same with digital marketing, the same with data analysis. They are all starting 8th of March, right? So you can secure your spots today. Do not miss the opportunity to secure your spots today, right? So that you can tap into the current discounts. So if you are joining the cohorts from the project phase, yes, you are paying. If you are already a student, you get 50% off. I think it's £399 to join the Tech Accelerator program. But if you are an alumni that has worked on the projects before, you only get to pay 50% of that, which is £200, right? So I hope that has clarified for all the questions that we have, right? I'll just give like a few minutes for people to copy necessary links from the chat box, because I think a lot of links have been dropped on the chat box, right? So it's been a very great session with each and every one of you here, and I wish you all a great weekend.